Hello, my name is Richard Salva. I am the author of several books on the subjects of reincarnation and past lives, all based on the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda, the author of the classic autobiography of the yogi. You've probably heard of past life regressions when therapists use hypnosis or guided visualizations to help people access their past life memories. Well, I have a friend who used to say instead of past life regression, we should be focusing on past life progression. And I agree with my friend in that we shouldn't allow ourselves to become obsessed with our past lives as we become aware of them. I met a woman years ago who told me that she believed herself to have been a certain person in history. It wasn't a very famous person, but someone whose life is at least somewhat known. And it really did seem as if her belief might be true. She closely resembled the image of the painting of that 18th century woman that she showed me, and she shared with me other significant similarities between them. The problem was she was so immersed in that past life that it was interfering with her current life. The lost love of that past life was so much on her mind that she had, to a large extent, stopped living her daily life. And this can become an issue for people, especially if they uncover what seems to be evidence of especially compelling past lives. The thing is, though, whatever lives we've lived before have brought us to the current moment so that we can live this life. And we won't find happiness by dwelling in the past. The spiritual master Paramahansa Yogananda said that joy can only be found in the present moment, and that we truly have God when we are feeling joy in the here and now. But the thing is, sometimes the past intrudes on the present. Sometimes past life memories are so closely related to what is happening right now that they break through the veil of forgetfulness. And suddenly we remember ourselves being in another place and time and what happened there. Or emotion-laden words spring into our minds that have nothing to do with what is happening now, or even anything in our lives previous to that moment. I mean, to give an extreme example, sentences springing from the depths of our being like, "Why did you kill me?" are obviously not related to this life. And as we grow spiritually, the divine will sometimes give us glimpses into our pasts, especially when those glimpses can help us to understand something that is happening right now in our present lives, and how our past karma has brought us to this moment, what lessons we need to learn, how we can process and release pent-up emotions from before, how we can improve our reactions to similar situations we experienced way back when we may have reacted poorly, perhaps while laboring under great stress and confusion. In these instances, we may find ourselves in a difficult situation here and now, but that situation is made much more difficult because it is surcharged with emotion and energy from a similar past life experience. It behooves us then to come to clarity about it all as soon as possible. I've spoken before about past life shadows and the importance of keeping our minds and spirits as much as possible in the present moment, so that what happened before doesn't negatively affect us in the present, and so that we can move forward and improve our responses, and not lock ourselves into the same old poorly thought out negative or weak reactions. But there is an image I've come upon that I think offers a general way for us to look at and approach past life memories when they intrude upon the present moment. Imagine yourself walking through a deep woodland. At one point, while pushing through a bush in your path, a hidden thorn embeds itself into your skin. You continue to walk forward as your focus is on getting out of the woods and to your destination, but you are wounded, and at some point you will need to deal with that wound. But the thing is, the thorn in your side is still attached to the bush that you had pushed through. It is at the end of a very long creeper vine, and as you continue to move forward, at some point that vine will come to an end of its length and become taut. And then, if you ignore it and try to push forward, the thorn will tear into you and cause greater damage. This is essentially the situation we find ourselves in when past life memories come to the fore and intrude into the present. And so at that time, the wise thing to do is to turn back in the direction from which we've come, and back up enough going in that direction to release the tension from the pull of that vine, so that we can release the thorn, heal from the wound, turn forward again, and continue on our way. And this should be our approach to our past life memories. They show up for a reason, often an important reason. It is important and helpful for us to acknowledge those memories when they show up, to honor them, and accept the useful information they have to give us. But we honor those memories most when we learn what we can from them, learn about ourselves and our past, and then move on. Not to stay frozen in place, stuck in the position of looking back toward where the wound had come from, but to see the past, acknowledge it, release whatever needs to be released, and then move forward. This is the best approach to take to past life memories when they emerge in our present lives. To see the past moments as a single link of a submerged chain, temporarily highlighted for our inspection and our inner growth. As my friend might put it, past life regression or progression, the choice is ours.